Well, hello there guys, my name is Odin Wolf, and welcome to my review of Halo 5 Guardians on the Xbox One. I'm going to be looking at mainly the multiplayer aspect in this video, but we will go over my thoughts and impressions of the single player campaign later on, and I'll be sure and give you guys a spoiler alert heads up when I do go over that in case you have not played it already. So first thing we're going to be looking at here is the brand new Warzone game mode. Now this is a large scale battle mode that features real players as well as AI. So not only can you score points by killing the players on the other team and capturing bases, but you can also capture and kill these little AI bosses that they have in here. So it's sort of like a Destiny aspect, and it's really got that Battlefield, Call of Duty, Halo, Destiny all wrapped up in one type deal going on. So looking at the rec stations here, now this is how you adjust your loadouts in Halo 5. As you can see there, I just replaced my assault rifle with a battle rifle. Now, the way it works is, in previous games, in previous Halo games, you could kind of adjust your loadout and choose what weapon you wanted to use before the round started. Now, the way it works is everybody starts with the assault rifle and the Magnum, and as you progress through the round and reach a certain allotment of points, and that will unlock the next level of recs. So, I think level 3 is when you unlock the battle rifle. Level 4 may be the SMG. At least that's what it is for me. That's the current weapons I have unlocked. Now, you can get better weapons and upgrades through rec packs that you can open at the end of the round. So it's kind of like that Counter-Strike deal where you can unlock these packs and get different weapons and skins and soldier animations and all this real neat stuff. So there's a nice ground pound into the guy on the four-wheeler there. I didn't kill him, but it looked like it knocked his shield down and let my teammate take advantage of it. So here's one of those rec stations I was talking about. Now you can see I can swap my Magnum out for an SMG, and I typically like to do that. This is like my favorite loadout right now. I don't have miniguns unlocked, but I prefer to have the battle rifle for my long-range engagements, popping heads, and then switch on over to the SMG for close quarters, especially if I'm in one of these bases like this. I seem to get the most enjoyment out of this loadout. So, like I said, though, this is a brand new game mode, and I have to say, as it stands right now, this is probably my favorite game mode. I've gotten so much enjoyment out of playing this game mode compared to the arena style, but still loving the arena style. But coming from Battlefield, I think this is more of what I would expect from a multiplayer game now, especially first-person shooter. And just the fact that they're, if you're having trouble, getting kills on other players, and if you're just having an off round or something, they throw these AI bosses in there into the mix that you can focus on, and so you always have a way to help out your team. And if nothing else, you can throw your body onto these bases and try to help capture those as well. So nice perfect kill there with the battle rifle, and it has taken me a little bit to get adjusted to the aiming mechanics in this game. Something about it just feels different, and I've been kind of reading up on it a little bit, and I know some people have been offering their thoughts and feelings towards it, but there seems to be some kind of weird acceleration when you reach a certain point here. Now, as you can see, I just did a random power pickup weapon there, and it gave me the beam rifle, and I couldn't remember if this was a charge up weapon or not, because there's some of them that are like the Spartan laser and some other ones that you have to charge up, but nope, this is just the Covenant sniper rifle. So once I got situated with that, I'm able to go on a few little kills here. But back to the aiming mechanics, there was just something that felt off compared to Halo 4 or even the Master Chief Collection, and it took me just a little bit to get used to it. But I've adjusted my sensitivity and kind of gotten my mechanics down. Now I'm a repeat offender when it comes to wanting to sprint at all times, and that's just something that a bad habit that I've gathered from playing Battlefield for so long. And Halo is one of those games where if you're trying to get from point to point and there's not really going to be anybody in your way, then it's okay to really sprint and get across as quick as possible. But if you're in a heated engagement in an area where there's a lot of people, I probably would not advise sprinting around. That's just the time it takes to stop sprinting, and then the animation to pull your gun back up is usually going to get you killed 9 times out of 10. If somebody's just walking with their crosshairs already on head level, you're at a severe disadvantage there. So taking a look at one of the boss battles here, they have these little Promethean soldiers that everybody recognizes from the campaign, as well as some of the bosses themselves you'll recognize from the campaign, but there's others that I've never heard of before, like this one here, Knight Strategos. I'm not sure he was in the campaign. I don't remember seeing him. So I'm not really up to speed on my Halo lore. I've really enjoyed, though, listening to the Hunt the Truth series on YouTube. The amount of production quality that they put into that audio series is just, oh, it's so good. I don't know if you guys are a fan of Halo and like listening to like audio dialogues and stuff like that. I highly recommend checking that out if you haven't already. Season 1, the main character in that, his name was Benjamin, but the guy doing the voice work for it was actually Key or Keegan from Key and Peele, if you ever watched them, which I'm a huge fan of. So that was really cool to see him doing the voice work on that. And they've also already wrapped up season 2 as well, which had a female protagonist as the main character. And it was maybe not quite as good as the first season, but it was still really, really enjoyable. I really thought they did a good job on those. So highly recommend checking those out if you haven't. So as you can see, I picked up this gun here off of a guy that I killed. This is the battle rifle, but it's an upgraded one. It's got a nice scope similar to the DMR scope, and it shoots these little kinetic bolts, basically like the I keep getting them confused. I guess it's the bolt shot, you know, the Promethean weapon. And as you can see, I get a boss takedown there with that weapon. So it's probably one of the ones that you actually unlock through the rec packs. And I have not played enough and unlocked enough of those yet to really upgrade my guns. So, but just overall thoughts and impressions of this game mode, like I said, it's probably my favorite one so far. I really enjoy it. There's a clip that I'm going to leave you guys with at the end of this video that's just, it's pretty insane. It has to be hands down the craziest thing that I've ever accomplished in Halo from any of the games I've played. I picked up Halo really with Halo 3. Went back, of course, and played the previous ones, but by far the craziest thing that's happened. So jumping on over into the arena style game modes here, this is of course Breakout, which I showed a little bit of when I was posting my beta footage. And if you really like the competitive style multiplayer game modes, this is right up your alley. It's basically elimination rounds. You 4v4 and basically the best of 5 rounds, as you can see there in the bottom right. So my number one go-to strategy here is, of course, to rush middle, grab the shotgun, and blast people in the face. That usually does not work. I've actually had quite a few guys tell me how much I suck and how much my strategy is genius. So we'll just put it that way. That's being nice. But you know what? Hey, I can't help myself. I'm a full throttle at all times kind of dude. And I can't just sit back and try and strategically plan out moves. Usually when I do that, I end up getting back raged. And so I just say, you know what the heck? If I'm going to get outsmarted, I might as well just run wide open and try to take as many people with me. So fortunately, this round in particular, it worked out all right, and we were able to get some pretty quality kills here. And so there's a perfect round, meaning that we eliminated the entire enemy team and lost none of our teammates. So you may have noticed there's a flag actually sitting up there on the ledge in the center of the map, and that is actually another way that you can win the round. So if you're having some trouble, you know, eliminating the other team, and you get the numbers in your favor, maybe a 3-on-1 or a 4-on-2, and you're trying to draw them out, just go up there and grab that flag, and if nothing else, you can just score and win the round that way. So moving on over here, this is of course some SWAT gameplay, which is probably my all-time favorite arena style game mode in Halo. Just there's something so satisfying about popping heads and getting that one headshot kill that you just don't get in the core game modes, of course, with, you know, having to take their shields down and everything. But there's a nice little punch in the back. And one thing I want you guys to look at here, look at that kill. Okay, take a look at this. This is what they refer to as bullet magnetism. So see my crosshairs there? Now look where my bullet went. It's like it's being just drawn to the guy's head. I'm not even on target there. So that's just, you know, sadly one of the aspects of console first-person shooters, that they kind of give you a massive handicap in the aiming department. Because, I mean, you know, the argument's always there, you know, keyboard and mouse versus controller, and that just really has to do with you not being able to be as spot-on accurate with thumbsticks as you can with a mouse. So I guess the developers just, you know, built in this mechanic to where if you get close enough, we'll let you slide there. But now that kill there that you just saw, somehow we traded, and there will be another, you know, at least 1 or 2 of those you'll see here in this video that I have no idea how I killed the guy. I mean, it's got to be related to that bullet magnetism thing, because, you know, I'll instantly get dropped, but then if you look in the kill feed, I also killed the guy that killed me, and I'm just like, okay, I'll take it. But anyway, so real quick, my thoughts and impressions on the single player campaign. That has always been, one of the things that drew me to Halo was the story mode and the great settings and just storytelling in the Halo franchise. And I don't want to say that I was left disappointed. I was left wanting more. I think that's been one of the biggest complaints about the campaign is that it's really, really short. I think like between 2.5 to 3 hours short. And so there's really, as much as the advertisement campaign that they went on with this game, it's almost like it was not what it was cracked up to be, if that makes any sense. Not that it was, the storytelling was good and I still enjoyed it, but I was just like, really, that's it? And I really don't know how I feel about, now this is spoiler alerts, okay? Spoiler alert here. I really don't know how I feel about Cortana being the villain. I really, really, really love Cortana. So I'm kind of holding out hope here that this is like some kind of still she's suffering from rampancy and it's all going to be cleared up in the next game, and either that or the Didact has somehow reincarnated himself as Cortana when she killed him in the end of Halo 4. But as it stands right now, if it ends up with her just being the villain and basically wanting to wipe out the human race, that's going to leave a very bad taste in my mouth. So hopefully things get cleared up in Halo 6 and we can really understand what's going on, and it'll all be a bad dream. Fingers crossed, right? So anyway, thoughts and impressions. Wrapping it up here, I would say multiplayer is a A+. I've really, really enjoyed playing this multiplayer a lot more than some of the previous ones, and I could see myself putting in some serious hours into it. Campaign left a little bit to be desired, like I said, but overall, I would say this is a good game to pick up if you're into the Halo franchise. So this last clip here that I want to leave you guys with, I guess we could call this a Ronde Skyjack. I'm not sure, but anyway, stay safe, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks.